In Silent Hill Revelation, a girl is drawn into a strange and terrifying alternate reality that holds answers to nightmares that have plagued her since childhood.
I gotta go. Don't want to be late for the first day of school.
You know, I worry.
Don't worry. Me and my dad, we move around. This is the 5th school I've been to since I was 11.
You alright?
I have not played the Silent Hill games, and I saw the first Silent Hill movie, but I didn't care for it, so I was not specifically looking forward to seeing Silent Hill Revelation, and obviously it was just a movie that was being made to make a 3D movie, which makes more money because of the 3D charge, and that's very clear from the trailer. I did not expect anything more, and that being said, my expectations were met, because it's just a whatever movie that was in 3D. It sure was a 3D movie. I feel like I could stop the review there, but I won't. I will do my best to give some form of detailed opinion on Silent Hill Revelation, starting off with the plot and the writing, which, like I said, I haven't played the games, so I have no idea if this follows the games at all. It doesn't seem like it does, but then again, I don't know. For someone who has no idea anything about the games, I would say it literally seems like they wanted to make the movie and had to just kind of whip up some kind of storyline. And as far as the writing goes, the main problem is that there's just too much explanation. The main girl just kind of like goes to a hallway, goes down the hallway, sees some random shit, and then meets someone who's like, you don't know, but this, and this, and it's like a big reveal. Then she goes down a hallway, sees some other random shit, finds someone else, and they're like, but you didn't know this, and this, and it's more stuff. And that's pretty much the whole thing. It just keeps repeating that over and over again. And it gets repetitive, but it also gets silly because they just bump into a character and then that character is gone. Like, I don't know, it didn't really feel like it mattered. But the directing is obviously to blame as well because it just is a nothing movie. I will say that there are some cool visuals, I guess, but you know, that can only get you so far if there's nothing to back it up. They literally just come across random stuff, which I assume is stuff from the game, but it's like, I feel like if you are a fan of the game, you'll just feel like they're cheaply trying to please you by showing you things you recognize and not offering any reason for them to be there, you know? As far as the 3D goes, because once again, this is just a movie made because it's a 3D movie, basically, I thought the 3D was good in some spots and bad in other spots, and I can't even imagine watching this in 2D. When I bought my ticket for it, they asked if I wanted 2D or 3D, and I didn't even know it was playing in 2D because literally the whole movie is like knives being stuck out into the screen. What's the point of watching that in 2D? That must look ridiculous. If you actually have interest in seeing this movie, I can't imagine why you would if not for seeing a 3D movie. And so I guess on that front, it succeeded because things popped out at me. So if all I wanted was a 3D movie, that's what I would have gotten. And acting-wise, I didn't think anyone was terrible except for maybe the guy with the long hair, like the main sort of guy. I thought he was pretty bad. But the main girl was okay, and she didn't bother me, so that's a plus, I guess. And everybody else was just kind of whatever, nothing special, nothing bad, but just there in the movie. And clearly I did not care for this movie. I didn't expect to, so take this review for what it's worth. I had zero expectations, it gave me nothing, and so that's Silent Hill Revelation 3D. Woohoo! Seriously though, I apologize if you were expecting a really in-depth review, but this is not the type of movie that deserves much of that, because then you're just gonna rip it apart and say how bad it is, and everybody knows it's bad. Like, nobody goes to this movie thinking it's going to be good, so, you know, it is what it is. But let me know in the comments what you thought of Silent Hill Revelation 3D. Do you completely disagree? Do you think this movie was amazing? Maybe it's exactly like the video games, and fans of the video game will love it. I have no idea. But for someone who doesn't know the video games, it's just a movie where literally the girl goes down a hallway, sees random shit, talks to someone who tells her a secret about herself, walks down a hallway, blah, blah, blah. It's just the same thing over and over again, as an excuse to make a 3D movie with crazy visuals from a relatively well-known property that already had a movie and people might go see and pay extra money for the 3D. Tell us how you really feel, Eric. But seriously, let me know what you thought. Let me know anything you want about Silent Hill Revelation 3D. And that's pretty much it.
Go to hell!
We're already here.